Alright, back today with another review, this time from the world of Marvel, and it will be a premium format figure, which, as you guys have, watched my reviews, I've only done, I think just the one, I think just Galadriel, which I won during, Spooktacular, I think, in one of the chats. So, different type of collectible to do. It's going to be the James Bucky Barnes Captain America premium format, which they actually got some in early, and if you wanted to process your order early, you could do, which I took advantage of, and so he arrived today. Just got him set up at least with one of the sculpts that you get with it. So we'll start off with that one in a minute. Price-wise, Bucky is $299.99, so $300. And the edition size on the exclusive is $550. I got number 78. It also comes with, besides the two sculpts, a shield, a hand with a gun, and a really great-looking art print, which I'll show you here in just a little bit. But if you've been reading Captain America, over the years, you know who Bucky is. He's Cap's sidekick, Steve Rogers, Captain America. And then when Steve Rogers died, Bucky took over being Captain America, and right now, Bucky's he's in a world of hurt right now. Currently in the comics, I won't give anything away because some of you may have not read the current issues. So, he's going on with stuff. Bucky was also the Winter Soldier. For those of you that probably know that, I mean that's pretty wide common knowledge in the world of comics, I would hope, for most of you watching. So. Let me go over to Bucky and we'll get started with the review, and we'll get started. Let's go. Alright, we're going to start off with just a look at the shield, which the paint job on this thing is fantastic. I mean, it is just exceptionally well done. It's got a great metallic look to it. The red, the white, the blue, they all just pop. I mean, they're really good paint. So I like how that came off. I'll show you the inside of the shield. There is the Bucky sculpt without the mask. And the paint job on it is absolutely fantastic. I have no complaints whatsoever. Not a nitpick one. It's really a super fantastic paint job. Sculpt is really, really good. You gotta get to see it in person to, I think, appreciate the sculpt. There's the inside of the shield. The straps here are leather, so they fit over the the forearm, and the hand actually is already a part of it. It's already grabbing a hold of it, and it has a magnet inside that goes to the arm. The black, I don't know how well it will translate, but it actually is a pleather material. The belt you have to put on and the pieces move and it's pleather, but the material on the leg is really super great. You've got the base. They actually went as far as to make that like the rocky material that's inside of a, on the top of a roof of a building. It kind of reminds you of the Chrysler building, as far as the stuff that's on the corners. Just really, really good detail. Looks metallic, looks old. Like a skyscraper that would have these probably, looks if you get a chance to see them up close. The leather on the boots isn't really leather. Obviously it's sculpted, but it is sculpted to look like leather and has, great detail in the boots to make it look like it's wrinkled. Get you a look at the star on Bucky's outfit here. Now this part is sculpted, and the metallic paint job is some of the best work I've seen from Sideshow. It just looks fantastic. If you're a fan of Captain America, if you're a fan of Marvel, to me, this piece is a must-have buy. Now, if you don't get the exclusive and get the art print, okay, that's cool. I understand that. But if you're skipping on this, you're going to do like I did when you had a chance to order the original Captain America PF and kick yourself in the ass for years to come not buying it. So don't pass up. You've got the hand with the pistol. It comes off and then goes back on. The sculpt up here is the same way. It pops off and on, and I'll show you here in a second. Obviously the sculpt for Bucky. You've got the hood that's been folded back, and it's a really nice job as far as the sculpt on the mask folding back and looking natural. So Sideshow did an excellent job with that. You've got, you know, all the belt pouches, back of the base again. Alright, let me remove Bucky's head. That was his head's been ripped off scream. That probably didn't come across very well, but there's that. And then we have this. Really just a super, super awesome piece, guys. Like I said, $550 on the edition size for the exclusive. I don't remember the edition size on the regular, but like I said, this is a piece you got to get. If you're a fan of Captain America especially, it's a must. And if you're a fan of Marvel, I think it's a must too. It's just, it's one of the more impressive premium formats I've ever had a chance to own or had a chance to see. So definitely glad I kept my order on Bucky and didn't make the same mistake twice. So let me get the art print and we'll be right back. Alright, here is the art print. Really well done. Colors look great. Paint job is just, I mean, it's just a really good print. Red Skull. Back up here and show you the print as a whole. Nothing on the back, as you can see. And then it comes in a really nice envelope. Sideshow Collectibles, Bucky Premium Format Figure, Sideshow Exclusive Art Print. You get another piece of the art print here with the shield, and then on the back there's also another piece of the art. So that's the print. I like art prints myself personally because I have several of them. It's another way to add to the collection. But it looks great. I will put it in my art print book until I can get it framed. So definitely glad that Sideshow does these for those of us that like art prints. I'll be right back with my final thoughts. Alright, final thoughts on the Bucky Premium format. Like I said, it's a great piece. The paint job, to me, looks flawless. I looking over it before I did the video, I don't see anything that would be an issue. You know, I know that some people were worried with the metallic paint that it had, that could be a problem, but no, they nailed that. So, you know, that's high hopes for any other things, any other, you know, premium formats that they do with metallic paint, that they can really nail that. So it was a great job. The sculpt is fantastic. The paint job on the sculpt is fantastic. Both look great. You know, if I had all the money in the world, I'd get two and display both sculpts. But I'll be going with the mask version. Every once in a while, I'll probably switch out, but most likely the mask all the time. The shield is fantastic. It's great to have at least something of Captain America in the collection. So it's nice to finally get one of the, you know, a piece from that particular character. Even, you know, if people don't necessarily consider, you know, Bucky, you know, Captain America, it's nice to have Cap in the collection. So price wise, like I said, $300. It's a great piece. If you can get it cheaper, that's an even better deal. Art print is fantastic. Detailing, paint, price, size, all that stuff. It works. It's a great piece. So definitely glad I added it. I would implore you to check out and find out if you can do so. Pictures will be up on the blog, crazycollecting.wordpress.com. Hopefully have the video up later today when you're checking this out. So until next time, guys, take it easy.